Hi everyone! Hi my lipstick renegades and guys. It's late. We're getting a late start tonight. I actually did this workout before recording it because as I learned last night with time restraints, I don't have time to go through my whole exercise with you because most of my routines are 20 minutes minimum unless I do a challenge or something. So I didn't have enough time. I'm going to work on the ums tonight too. So what I did is I did the workout before. Sorry, I'm a hot mess right now. But then I want to come back over. I'm going to do just a few of each exercise, but this is a 25 rep per exercise. And if we're alternating a left or right leg, it's 25 each leg or each side. There's going to be 7 moves. I'm going to kind of move through them quickly because I'm not sure how much time I have, and then maybe we'll talk about it towards the end. So what I'm going to do, you're going to find it in any class, is my 100s. So any Pilates class. You're going to start out on the ground. This is kind of a foundation move for Pilates. And then what you're going to do, lift your feet up. You want a 45-degree angle, okay? Head and neck off the ground, lower back pushed into the ground, palms to the ground. If you want more of a challenge, if you want to intensify this, straighten the legs out a little. But come out and then pump. Now with Pilates, breathing is just as important as the maneuver itself. So the way you're going to breathe on this exercise is basically 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. So obviously I don't need to tell you what you're working. If you do this, you'll know what you're working. You're working this. So what I'm going to do is I wanted to demonstrate the breathing, and this is the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So not necessarily 100 seconds, 100 pumps. Now if you want to add to this down the road, as I often do, you can do another 100 and point your palms to the ceiling, sorry. And that almost gives you a whole nother ab workout. You'll feel different muscles working. It's strange. So that's our first move. Our second move is going to be our plank, which is another basic move for Pilates. And basically, you're going to get on all fours, but you're going to have your feet out. You want to make an L with your arms. So you want your shoulders and your elbows aligned. I make a fist because it just helps me stay aligned. I'm going to have my neck, back, and hips all in a straight line, all aligned. I'm going to spread my feet almost width apart, not quite, just a little closer together than that. And then I'm going to hold this position for 120 seconds. 2 minutes. Sounds better, doesn't it? So what I would suggest doing is using a timer, because if you sit here and count to 120 seconds, it's going to feel like 240 seconds if you're counting. Get a timer, hold it for 2 minutes. Hold it till you can drop. That's the best way I can tell you, because you are engaging some upper body strength in this. You may not be there yet. If you're not there yet, try it for a minute and build from there. But really just hold it as long as you can. It may hurt, it may be uncomfortable, but exercise is not supposed to be comfortable. We're not supposed to be comfortable. We shouldn't be cramping, we shouldn't have back pain, but you're gonna be uncomfortable. So, with that being said, class, we'll move on to the next one, which is another plank, but it's a side plank, and I just like doing this one because I look cool when I do it. I feel cool when I do it. Probably don't look cool. But anyway, you make an L with your arm, your shoulder, and your elbow, again, aligned. You're on your side. The best way I can tell you to make sure you're lined up properly is if someone was standing above me, they should only see one leg, one arm, one shoulder, and my profile. Everything should be in one line. And then all I'm going to do is simply lift my hips up off the ground. So I'm now putting that weight into my arm a little bit. I'm tucking this hip under, and I'm going to put the foot, I should have put the foot in front of me to begin with, but your foot, your right foot's going to be directly in front of your left foot, your arm overhead, and then you're going to crunch. So what you want to do is you want to bring your arm, your elbow, and your knee together. So you don't want to bring your elbow to your knee. You want to bring your knee to your elbow. You want them to meet directly in the middle, and then you want to fully extend that movement. So you want the arm completely overhead. You want to feel the stretch. This is an oblique muscle, so it's important you do the full movement, and you're going to do 25 each side. So I'm going to flip over to the right side, just in case you get a better view of my lower body positioning. So again, I've got the L with my arm, I've got my shoulder, my elbow aligned. What you want to do before you lift, which is what I should have told you, is you want this foot directly in front of that foot. And then you want to come up. Then you want to bring the arm overhead, and then you want to bring that elbow and knee together straight at the stomach, straight at the abs or the belly button. So you want them to meet. Don't make one work harder than the other, make them work equally. And then pull. Great oblique muscle exercise. great oblique exercise. So you're going to pull that 25 times on each side. This is my problem area. So I love oblique workouts. That's a good one. I've got several good oblique workouts, but we'll stick to that one for now. Now we're going to give the buns a little bit of attention. I try to give the glutes attention at least a couple times a week. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go back to our foundation movement, which is knees in the air, lower back pressed into the ground, flat, hands flat on the ground. And now you're just going to thrust the hips forward into a bridge position. And what you're going to do is you're going to raise 1, 2, 25 on each side. Then you're going to switch feet. Make sure your shoulders are pressed into the ground. Make sure the glutes are tight, the core is engaged, because you don't want to feel any strain in the back on this. You should be feeling this strictly glutes, legs, and abs. Everything in Pilates, you're going to engage your core almost every exercise. So basically, you just kind of want to relax the upper body, although it's pressed into the ground. Focus on what you're exercising on. Somebody told me when I first started working out, and it is so true. How much time? Okay, we've got enough time. So true, is that think about what you're working, and you work it. You work it harder. And so you have to engage your mind with the focus area. So when I do an ab exercise, I envision my abs contracting, release, contracting, release. It is scientific proof that you will get better results when you do that. So if I'm doing a glute exercise, I envision my glute muscles tightening, release, tightening, or getting tighter. If I'm supposed to isolate them and they're in a tight movement like the one we just did, envision that. It works. Seriously, you will get twice the benefit. So back to the bridge. Now we just did, basically we're going to transition straight from that. We're going to do 25 each leg. I wanted to show you breathing. It would be like with the movement. Pilates is slow, controlled movement and breathing with that movement. So it's not a lot of cardio per se, although I do get out of breath. I do break a sweat, not just because it's 200 degrees out here right now. But it's slow, controlled, more like isometrics, okay? It's kind of like yoga meets core. It really should be called like yoga Pilates or something. But anyway, we did that one. Then we're going to come down, take a break. If you need to, just stretch it out or roll it around. Take a quick stretch, get back into the position, lift the hips off the ground. Now we're going to go straight up and down with each leg and press the heels into the ground to release pressure from that back. So if you press your shoulders into the ground and press your heels into the ground and focus on the glutes and the hamstrings, you're going to work it, and you're going to work it the way it's supposed to be worked. So you're going to do 25 each side. And then, I think we're on to my favorite one. This is a really complicated move. I've only done it one other time, so I don't know how fluid I will be. or how graceful it's going to be. But I like it because it's different. I like it, A, because it's what I call a child move, not child pose. Child pose, by the way, is a great way to stretch out in between exercises, just like this. After a good yoga class, you know you've been to a good yoga class if you fall asleep in this position afterwards. That was a good instructor. You need to go back to that class. Anyway, a child move is something that I pictured myself as a kid hanging off the back of the couch, or getting in trouble for doing up on my bed, or you know, hanging off the furniture doing. This is one of those type of movements. I call them child exercises. But basically what it is you're going to lay flat on your back. You're going to cross your ankles, okay? You're going to put your arms over your head, and the way this is going to move is you're going to come forward, all the way forward like a sit-up, but then you're going to bring those legs all the way back, arms all the way back, and hips off the ground. So basically you want your shoulders and your upper back pressed into the ground. So you don't want to go all the way over, but as far back, kind of almost a balancing move. I would say basically your knees parallel to your forehead. And then you're going to come forward. You're going to bring the arms up. I messed it up. I'll do it again. You're going to bring the arms up and you're going to pivot in the middle. Hold that just for a second. Then as the legs come down, you're going to swing your arms around in a circle and then bring them forward and squat back down into that sit-up. And then back. Oops. Hips off the ground. I don't have a lot of room here tonight. Hips off the ground. Then you're going to come forward. You're going to lift the body up, the upper body up as the lower body goes down. And meet those legs. And then circle the arms behind you, and then come forward. I need more space. One more time, just so you get it. We're going to do 25 of these. So, back, just right there. Like basically my chin, I would say my chin and my navel are kind of eye to eye. Does that make sense? And then you're going to come back down, but as you bring those legs down, you're going to bring the body up. So you're going to pivot in the middle, and you have to just find that pivot right there on the pelvic bone, your sit bone. It's kind of like driving a manual transmission. Like you have to get the clutch just right. Like it's just about letting off the gas and pushing in the clutch just right, or you kill it. You have to get this swing. You have to get this. And you'll know when it's right, you'll just feel it. And then when you come down, you have to get this just right. And you'll almost feel like you're going to fall over, but hold it. Or you kill this exercise. Same way with the transmission. The best way I know to explain it. But anyway, I'm going to do it one more time. Full. I'm going to inhale as I swing back. Exhale as I come up. Inhale as I swing my arms around. Exhale as I come down. Inhale as I go back. Exhale as I come down. Pivot right to the middle. Sorry. Swing those arms around as the legs go down. And then forward. It's kind of like a dance move. You have to find your groove with that one. But practice it. It's fun. It's fun to do. And the thing is, you're working, but you're trying to perfect that movement at the same time. So it's kind of fun, and it's new. It's not something you're going to see in every Pilates class. So that's why I like it too. I'm down for anything different. So those are our 7 exercises, 25 reps each. Hopefully, I demonstrated the breathing. Just remember, breathe with movements. And on those 100s, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Sweaty, I'm shiny, I can see it in the camera. But that is my workout tonight. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I really do hope you're doing these, because this is fun. It's fun for me to do, but I want to help. I want to pay it forward. It's just something that I want to do, because it's possible. Trust me, no one said I don't run unless someone's chasing me. I mean, as many times as I said it. I hate working out. I hate exercise. I'd rather be the size I am than work out. But it's addicting. Form a habit. 21 days. Do it 21 days straight. Anything you do 21 days becomes a habit. Do it and stick to it. Find a time of day and do it that time every time. Because when you start playing with your times, I'll do it later. You